So we are now streaming and recording.
Testing,
And I'll
testing.
let you know
One,
when.
two,
Warren
three.
again, it's twitch.tv and record
I'm
Papa
there.
B062.
Testing,
And I'll
testing.
let you look at it, make sure that I'm good here. 1 second. And Warren, if you could tell me if you have any issues with sound or whatnot, and obviously if you can hear Brenda, that's what I want to know. So check 1, 2, Brenda.
3, 4, 5.
How'd that come
Yes,
through,
I am
Warhawk?
here.
Do that again. Do that again. Yep.
So you can hear Brenda? Copy,
I
Warhawk?
cannot hear Brenda.
Yeah? No?
You have to say something, Brenda.
Okay. I am here. Hello.
Yep, I can hear
Yep,
both of you.
perfect. All
Okay.
right, well, hey, Papa B here, gonna show you some of our builds, gonna showcase a few of them. We've been playing Valheim, a dedicated group on a dedicated server for about 6 weeks now, maybe pushing 7. Frigg is our guest tonight. She definitely has taken to this game. In addition to that, she's really shown off her creativity in some of her builds and some of her designs. So much so, I've played this game quite a bit, and so much so that I wanted to show it off because honestly, it's the best builds in our on our server. We do have a twin tower concept that's pretty nice, and a castle build as well. But building, not really building, but more like decorating and adding different aspects. The core building was there, but she added onto it. I mean, that's fair to say, right, Frigg?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so too. What I wanted to do was I wanted to kind of build some homes in our main base. This is our main base over here, so let me get out of this mess. There's Frigg right there. So this is our main base. We're making a tavern right now, but I'm going to run out here and just show you really quick what it looks like. And you can see, this was the main building here. We added on this side, we put all of our workshop stuff here. So this was the core base. Now we've blown out the walls, we've pushed them all the way to the edge, even past those buildings, and we're starting to really build. We're going to build the cobblestones, paths to make everything connect. Our boathouse is down there. This is our portal room, and I'll show you all that in just a few minutes. But what I was getting at is I had an idea to build some cabins, small homes, things like that, places to give the players an opportunity to really, show off their side, make it an individual home, give them a little place to, kind of keep all their stuff. I mean, we're at that point in the game where, some of the items, some of the materials that we gather, they're needed. They're needed for, things that you have planned. And so, as much as it's a community chest, we should also have some personal items and things like that. So, so I built a few homes and just suggested to the players, go pick one and do what you want. I did give them the opportunity to select a plot of land and build their own, but they opted to take the homes, as built and then add on to them. So we're gonna walk up there right now. I think Frigg, you're already at your house, yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. So why don't we just go straight into it? Frigg, can you meet me out front?
Oh, absolutely.
That would be really great. So again, this is Frigg. She's a kind of I wouldn't call her a first-time Valheim player now, but 6 weeks ago she told me how much she rocked 7 Days to Die, and she wanted to play Valheim. So the trade-off is, yeah, we always beat the hell out of each other, but the trade-off is she's going to teach me how to play 7 Days to Die. But yeah, again, I can't speak enough of how impressed I was by this build. I gotta admit, Frig, you did a really good job. You know,
Thank you.
all these materials and stuff. I mean, did you find all this out in the just adventuring, right?
Yep. Yeah. Just adventuring, and then a lot of the design stuff is just pouring over what a lot of other people have done and making it my own.
Yeah, so you've been watching some videos and stuff too. You've been getting some
Y-
ideas from that.
Yeah, you got me hooked on that. So I've been watching a lot of videos before I go to bed
Yeah, it's
every
pretty
night.
funny. You're probably watching videos of how to create new designs and new buildings where I'm watching the videos on how do I get out of the swamp, you know? I can't get out of the swamp. You know what I mean? Yeah, it should be said that Frigg in our group, Frigg was the first one to get the root armor, and she just kicked ass with that stuff, man. I mean, it's pretty crazy. She led pretty much every party into the swamp from that, point forward. But anyway, enough about that. Talk to me. Tell me about your house. I love that roof. You've got some things in there. I mean, there's a lot going on here.
Oh yeah, it's definitely really busy, but in the eye is in the details. I've basically took the core building that you had pre-built, and I decided to use that as my frame and go forward. So I kept a lot of it the same as
Hmm.
to originally how you built it, and then I've just added layers over it or restructured it. So the
Which,
biggest thing that you can see would be like all the dark wood that I've incorporated.
yeah, these doors are amazing, man. I mean, Marcus 5 put those doors up at the Twin Towers, and yeah, I'm just blown away. I'm actually building right now, and I just used them for the first time. I'm gonna say they're delicious. They're really, really nice. And by the way, just really fast, for the viewers out there, this is like the base house, I mean, it's just a box, four walls and a roof. So, granted, this house didn't look, like this. It was a
Well,
different
it had
design,
the
but it was very, very basic. I don't think it looks
yeah.
basic right now. I mean, what do you got up there? Is that the swamp key?
Yes, I
Oh
threw a
my
swamp key up
goodness
there because it
gracious.
illuminates by itself. I try to incorporate some more natural lighting, or I don't know if you call that natural, but um, things that weren't just sconces and braziers and torches. So,
Yeah,
um,
things that take materials, right? You wanted the ethereal or some type of mystical, something like
y-
that.
yeah. So then that way, even if the system glitches, and because as we add more layers, obviously it's gonna take some time. But even if torches go out, there's still this light. So
Yeah.
and the way to showcase like the darker areas, because as you can see up there, like I put two ravens up there, and in order to see it along with
Hmm.
the dark wood, I wanted to actually have a backdrop in there. So
Yeah, it looks really cool from this side. It's like kind of just not really glowing, but it's ethereal. It looks really nice.
yeah, yeah, I have a thing for shiny. So
I was going to mention that because I mean, if you look, right, the motor
yep,
trophy is illuminated.
yep.
The Grey Dwarf brutes, they light up, and it's nice because right now it's 151 in the game. Excuse me. So, as we go through this tour, we're going to definitely get into night. So, we're really going to see this place lit up. So
Oh
really
yeah.
cool. So are these panels here? Is this part of the Darkwood Hearth and Home upgrade?
Yeah, these are well, what do they classify them as? They are your carved darkwood divider.
She's got the hammer out, folks. Be careful. So they're the divider, and they came with the Home and Hearth.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
and
really cool looking.
there's so many ways to incorporate them in as to whether you want to use them for just for accents, or not just a divider in a room, but for windows or for gardens, or there's just so many ways you can even incorporate it into your walls, and depending on how you lay and stitch it in, it can really show up. So
Yeah, you said stitched in, and inlaid. And that's kind of what you did here with this wood, right? Oh, that's just a wood shutter. Or
this
did
is a
you
wood
add
shutter. The
design to
reason
that? No, you
Um,
didn't.
no, I didn't. The reason why I installed that there was so I can actually access
Oh,
the
it
hot tub I
opens
added
up.
in here. So
Ah,
then that
yeah.
way I can throw wood in, and
Smart.
yeah, that's how I
Oh,
try to,
smart.
make it a little more user friendly. But I mean, like it was just all wood when I first got this, and so
Uh-huh.
I actually had to like tear out the floors and throw in stone and
Got to
yeah.
close your doors, folks. Remember that. And if you got a lock, lock them. Oh, well, apparently you can't lock them. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead, Frig. I can be a boob sometimes.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, you totally know that. Whoa, what happened there? You took your phallic figure down. What was up with that?
Yeah,
That
that
was a joke.
there
Yeah.
was an absolute joke, but love it. But I don't know if it's something I want showcasing. So I'll throw that there instead. It looks like a pillow.
That's the abomination trophy. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
That's how you got
Yeah.
the root armor, right?
Yep. Yeah. As soon as I learned how to, uh, well, as soon as you showed me the mask, yeah, I went and took some time out, and I went and figured out ways how to destroy those abominations, and so I could get all the root material, and that's why I've got that whole armor just showcased here. So
Yeah, let me scroll in on that. That looks pretty nice. I love that you can do the armor stand now, and you can put full sets of armor and have them on display. Very Skyrim-ish, right?
yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
one thing I absolutely like love about Skyrim. So I was glad that they incorporated this in most recently.
Okay, well, I have a tendency to get off track and ask like a bunch of questions. Can we step back over here by the door? We just walked in and just explain some of the stuff. Because, geez, I mean, you got the Wraith trophy, and
Yeah,
I'm
well,
all shiny object right now, so I'm going to be quiet and let you talk.
yeah, I tried to find things that would make it look more homey, I guess. So like the Wraith trophy just looks like a big old hoodie. So I put it there to make it look like I, hung something up and yeah, like
You just
everything.
went snowboarding, huh? And you got off the mountain and hung your hoodie up.
Well,
I
yeah,
like
I
it.
figured like goes really well with like the deer bed that we have here. So, with like the different layers on the quilted, type sheets.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I just figured it adds to it. It's the same reason why I like having the
Really
stone
cool.
throne, and utilizing rugs and
Yeah,
yeah,
your comfort. You like your comfort. I know that. You taught me about that, you know.
well,
I
you
just
get a
threw a
bonus
rug
from
down,
that.
no big deal, but you're always like, "Did you guys eat? Did you get your bonus?" Yeah. So you've taught I think all of the players that. So yeah,
Yeah,
okay. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
with the comfort bonus, yeah, everything in here, the whole focus was to not only make it look unique within the small space and not like take up too much real estate, it was also to increase the comfort bonus. And managed to get the comfort level up to 19, which would give you a rested bonus of 26 minutes.
Yeah, I mean
So
I'm
that's
showing
26
24
minutes
right
of running
here.
around in the game. So
And what does that comfort bonus give you again? It lowers your hit point take or something.
well,
What is
your
it?
stamina increases, is my understanding. But the biggest thing for me is that as you're going through and doing each activities, whether you're swimming or fighting, you learn to the next level that much quicker. It's like a proficiency bonus.
Gotcha.
So it helps you like adapt to those skills or be right like a cup of coffee. You're just ready to learn that much quicker.
Yeah, you
So
know what was interesting is you and Tigrim, you know, right from the beginning were like, you know, I mean, I played this game 3 times through and I didn't know that, and you guys, I mean, right away, we're talking leather armor right away. You
yeah.
know, you're like, we got to get our bonus, we got to get our bonus. So it helps you. It increases, or excuse me, it decreases the time between, I guess, leveling, which is, you know, we don't level in this game, but as far
Well,
as,
we
you
do
know,
on our skills, like
right,
in
yeah,
the
exactly.
skills, because when we go in and take a look at our skills, um,
Here, I can do that. So we go look at our skills. So I'm in the
yeah,
skills now.
yeah. So each thing that you do in those categories,
Hmm.
while you have a rested bonus, will help you achieve the next level that much quicker.
That's good to
Along
know.
with along with getting your stamina back uh, that much quicker, and I think even healing, like being rested, you tend to heal and feel better. Because when you're not rested, you can run out of stamina. You can, if you're out and about and you're not fully rested, yeah, you could just get taken down. So,
Well, let's talk about this over here because I'm telling you, I can't stand this thing.
well, I'm not too
And
big
I
on it
know you
either.
love it, but I'll be quiet. Explain the reason why it's there. I mean,
Well,
Christmas
because
is over, so whatever. But there's a use for this
yes, it adds a level one or one, I guess, adding of one onto the comfort bonus.
onto your bonus.
Yeah, technically you can the technically based on the game's settings, you can only get a maximum comfort level of 18. There are two additional items that the devs have put in. The one being this Yule tree thing, and then one other item that adds on top of the bonus.
Got the hot tub.
No, no, the hot tub adds a bonus, a comfort bonus of 2 when it's lit.
Mm-hmm.
The deer bed adds a comfort bonus. The hearth adds a comfort bonus. Your banners, rugs.
Banners, yeah.
So
I
if you notice, I
noticed how
have
many wolf
one
rugs
of
do you
each.
have down right here?
Oh, a lot because it
Yeah,
takes
it
4.
looks like it.
It takes 4. It takes 4 wolf material in order to make one rug, and then I sat there and I laid it out into like it's kind of like a star pattern.
Yeah, it looks like a star. I mean, there's a definite
Yeah,
pattern to it. I like it.
yeah, I laid that out, and but yeah, if you notice too, I also have like 3 different types of rugs in here because
Hmm.
each one adds a comfort level of 1.
So let
The
me
locks, the deer, and the wolf.
let me point out a couple things in here that I thought were really impressive.
Okay.
First is this treasure chest. I love this. I absolutely love it. I remember, or if you remember, when I first saw this, I commented on it then. I mean, this is amazing because when I stand over here, it looks elevated. It looks like it's floating. I can see
Yeah,
the wood underneath it, but still, it looks like it's floating.
yeah,
It's just a brilliant idea. I mean, I really mean that. It's a brilliant idea, and I enjoyed that. The other thing that I liked was the swamp key right here.
yeah.
When I first saw that, I'm like, what is that? And I'm
I
looking,
love the
and
fact that you can use the swamp key up there. Like I wish you could add the wishbone as well, but it won't let you. So I've
right.
tried, I've tried both different ways of
Well,
attaching.
you have this. The swamp key is what's outside in the eave, right? That's illuminating the ravens.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, you didn't have that before. This was your first one, and I just remember walking out and I saw it, and I'm like, "What the hell is that?" Like it's a silver. I called it a silver key, but I mean, how many times have we used this darn swamp key?
Oh,
So,
lots. Absolutely lots. So we need the iron, and you know, and you get a lot of yellow mushrooms. And as you can tell, I really love the mushrooms. So.
yeah, and then up here, can you comment on this? Because this was another item. You putting the personal chest up on top of the
Yep.
fireplace. And then, what's really cool, and I hope you guys can see this, she put these personal chests back in here. Now,
Yeah.
remind me, you can access them as well from outside, correct?
That's right. I put shuttered doors right outside to
Hmm.
access all 4 of them. Because sometimes when you're trying to stand here,
Yeah.
especially like after you've died and you're trying to get some stuff to run,
When your
the
adrenaline's up, is
smoke,
that what you're saying?
yeah, the smoke inhalation can kill you standing here for too long if you're trying to sort through it. So I can access 2 from in here. Those are the 2 center ones, and then I can access all 4 equally on the outside there.
Yeah, it's really neat. It just, Frig, it's just thought out. I mean, I tend to start building with an idea and then that morphs, and I know you're somewhat the same, but honestly, the passion that you have for a couple things, and I'm not going to jump ahead, okay?
Oh,
But
okay.
but you've already commented on one of them, and that's uh, the illumination. The features of, I guess, light or ambient light from just regular items in the game. Like up here, you have the potions,
Yep.
and they naturally light up. So it's dark outside, or it's getting dark. What time is? Oh yeah, it's way
You
dark.
love standing outside out
Yeah, we
once
should
because
really
I
go outside and take a look at this place. Well, okay, but I was gonna say maybe I pushed you to go out, but there could be something else. But I mean, this is what I think is so cool about this. It looks magical. I mean, when you just stand back and look, the colors, the contrast, everything's great. I commented on this before that, I never eat, but you didn't tell me to eat, so I blame it on you. But needless to say, your planner, I mean, these are all things you find in the world, and
yep.
usually, we're using this, right, to survive, but yet you take it and turn it into a decorative piece. And it's functional. Like if you ever run out of seeds, where are you going to go, right? You're going to go right here
Well,
if you need to,
exactly.
you know.
Yeah, like and I did this because yeah, they really, really like are vibrant in color, and as you can see in a world where it's like not that colorful at night or just in general, it's nice to have that
Yeah, when you
pop to
stand
it.
over here and look, I mean, it's just really lights up. It's cool. Okay, so I'm following you. Um,
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm just gonna show you over here because it's nighttime. This is one of my personal favorite views: is being able to like look into the house and the hearth. Like when I come up,
yeah,
it looks like a really cozy cabin.
it's really cool. I mean, that's a card. I mean, you could take a screenshot of that and put it on a card.
Yeah,
Everybody wants to live here, right? They want to live in a place like this that has a nice, fire and all the comforts, lots of food on the table,
well,
demonic totems. I
yeah.
mean, come on, we love
It
that. Maybe
looks like a
not demonic.
demonic cupid, but
A demonic Cupid, I like it.
yeah.
Here was another thing that impressed me was these cargo boxes and how you got them out there. Can you explain that really quick?
Well, yeah. When you create a cart, um, in there, as you add items in, it creates all these boxes and stuff, right? So, but when you destroy the cart, those boxes stay. So each of these boxes, I mean, like you have like four slots in them, and they yeah, once it's destroyed, hold all those items. And as long as you don't take all the items out, they stay. So then they just look like part of, you know, again, it's for aesthetics.
Well, they can also be a game that we can make up because we're always trying to make up games called Kick the Boxes. Because I think these
Well, we do.
boxes move, don't they?
Yeah, it's better than kick the
Yeah,
bucket.
see? I don't want to break it, but see how it's moving? And get it out there, we can kick it around. But yes, back to your point, this is a very cool feature. That whole
And
crystal makes the glass, right? So you get the
yeah,
crystal. Where do you get the crystals from?
the stone golems when you go and
Mm,
take them down, like each time you attack them, I think you get 8 or 9 crystal shards,
yeah,
and I think each of these glasses take two. So,
yeah.
but
But they
and you
don't
can only set them
connect.
against
Yeah,
frames,
say
right?
that again.
But
I'm
there's
sorry.
you can't overlay them on top of each other. They only connect or stitch into wood or other items. So each of these is connected to a wood frame in order to make it work. That's why I've got it framed all the way out and about,
Yeah, I mean you
all
can see
around.
the square with that's one square, two squares. So you have 8 pieces here,
Mm-hmm.
but you connected them to the wood frame, which is how you sequentially, click, 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 right?
Yep.
So it's not like you can make a wall of glass and then make, Tiger run into it, put a mushroom on the other side or a gray dwarf and have it. Wow, that's a little glaring.
Well, I figured since we're showcasing this at night a little bit, it'd be
Oh,
easier to
sure. Wear your
kind
headlamp.
of, yeah,
I like
throw
it.
the headlamp on.
Sure.
So I made some flower boxes as well, as you can see,
Hmm.
and I just use these using item stands, and I inlaid them in, and then I just threw some trophies in to make it look like little flower boxes.
And how do you get
Those,
you make the item stand inside the gray dwarf brute
yeah,
trophy, and then you
this
attach the item?
yeah, so
That's
this is made up
brilliant.
of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This particular one on
Hmm.
this one side is like 7 item stands.
Yeah, it's crazy. Same
And
with the
then
blue
yeah,
mushrooms, right?
yeah, those are those
Yeah.
smaller item stands
Hmm.
that you can how I connected the flat objects on like the table. So I that's the only way you can connect the mushrooms. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the item stands. Yeah.
yeah. And the trophies you connect using like, those other item
Uh
stands.
huh.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. You know, you're
Before
coming to one of my favorite things.
the game.
No, dear. One of my favorite things in your build.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm replacing a couple things as we go along because we had that raid that
Yeah.
happened,
Yeah.
and the berserker like destroyed my little setup here. So I'm just, there we go,
Hmm.
putting a few things back. I'm OCD. What can I say? Yes. This here, the thing that you love the most
Yes.
is my
Can I
vented
jump up and down
grate.
on it? I love jumping up and down on it. Never
I
bends,
bet
never
you do.
breaks. Anyway, go ahead.
This is my vented grate, which has some magical treasures down there.
It truly does. I mean, this to me is brilliant only in the sense that like chimneys can be so clunky. I mean, I built this one here. Now she dressed it up, right? But trust me,
Yes.
it juts out from the side. I mean, a really good representation. Well, I'm not going to waste everybody's time with that. My point being is I make these and she makes this. And it's like,
Yes,
holy
I wanted
shit,
the
man. Like,
challenge.
you know, and it just vents so perfectly. And you put this overhang to protect it from the rain. I mean, it's
Oh
pretty
yeah.
deep, but either way, still, if rain in Valheim, if something can screw you over, it's gonna, right? So, the way
Well,
you did
yeah.
this, I thought was super duper smart.
Well, and I wanted to make it not just look like a standard overhang either. From the last time
Oh,
to now, since you've shown this place, I mean, I've expanded more, and I wanted to make the framing look like art. So everything like this took some work, but I was very OCD about laying it all in. So everything
hmm.
matches up and everything just it has it's yeah, it's just supposed to look very pretty.
Well, I just noticed this. This is oh, I thought it was a core wood piece that you wrapped, but no, okay. You just turned it, because up
Yeah,
here it looks round.
I know.
When
It's
I stand
all
here, it looks round.
it's all in the details. That's why, like, because as you can see, I took two of the overhangs and twisted them,
Yeah,
and I wanted to make it look natural, like it was carved all the way up that way, and so I can hang the two ravens up from there.
that dark wood is really neat stuff, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
yeah, I
Darkwood
absolutely love
is
it.
a new addition from Hearth and Home, and in order to make it, you have to acquire tar. And
Yes, which isn't easy.
no, it's not. I mean, we're kind of a no spoiler, but saying it's not easy is pretty darn on the point. It's not easy. But fire arrows too. That's probably a good thing to add.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think you learned the how wonderful fire arrows
Oh,
are now.
whatever. You're never gonna let me live that down.
No, no, I'm not. I'm not.
Well, I tell
You and
you,
your
flint
flint arrows.
arrows were the shit right when we needed them. But
So
it is what it is.
you were asking me like if I did any like ornate details to the walls, right? Well, if you look here, I took the standard straight walls that you had, and then I overlaid it with the 26-degree and the 45-degree um, wood,
Yes.
and yeah, I created little designs in it to give it texture.
And so that's just simply selecting the wood and finding your clipping point, right? Which,
Yeah,
because this stuff's already there, I probably can't find it, but there's a new clipping point. So if I went like that, that's kind of what you did. So I'm going to
yeah,
take that
but
out,
mine had
obviously.
more intent and purpose.
Well, mine was for demonstration purposes, my dear.
Oh,
Oh, there it
oh,
is. I asked you. Yeah.
yeah.
She's gonna bust my balls, folks, but it's hopefully gonna be lighter than normal.
Well, yeah, it's the new
Yeah.
year. We'll
Okay,
start off right.
before you go up here, I just want to point out one thing to the viewers is if
Okay.
you look right there in the center of that apex, there's a few things going on here. First off, Frigg in Valheim is Frigg, but
Yeah.
truly her moniker is Raven. She
Yes.
loves these ravens, so she put the ravens are well represented up there. However, also for again the natural light, right, that the item gives, she put the crystal battle axe up there in
Yes,
the center.
it
And
gives off like a light purple
hmm
lighting,
and
and that's what's up there.
you mentioned OCD, so I'm just going to jump to this thing really quick,
Mhm.
but I want to jump to it so you can see what I'm talking about here. So right here, these two pieces, these two shingles that come together and then they form that V,
Yep.
they look unfinished, right? I mean, to anybody, right, would look at it and say, "Well, that's unfinished." But when you step back and really look at it, it flows, man. I mean, it's another level, right?
Well, I
So
wanted to make it look
it's
like
textured and it's
ruffled, like
layered up.
yeah.
Yeah, right. That's what I
The dark
again.
wood makes me think of between feathers and fur. So
Feathers and fur, I like it.
yeah, because if you take a look at this up on the roof here, you'll see like how I laid it out. That it, yeah, it's supposed to make it look like feathers and just you know, yeah, flared out like wings. And
Yeah, it's really
so
cool.
if you like here, the way I laid it out,
Hmm.
even just in the eye of the details here, like I had it slope in where it looks like the tail end of the backside of a raven.
Yeah, they crisscross. I see it.
Yeah,
Turn your head to the left. Okay, you're good. Yeah, they crisscross.
yeah. There's a few things, obviously, like that drive me nuts personally. Like some of the things don't line up well, but when you're far enough away, it's not that big of a deal.
Well, again, I didn't point that out like it was a flaw. I pointed out that it was a design decision to
Oh no,
show
I'm
the
referring to when
texture.
I was up here. I'm
Uh-oh,
noticing
you got
how
more stuff
like
going on?
the big logs, how they're not clipping in as nice.
Well, we're
So I
here
could
to showcase your build. Don't showcase your upsets.
my flaws.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call
Well,
them flaws.
I'm a flawed human being. Okay.
Whatever. No, you're an undead Viking playing in a virtual world. And
So here's one thing you loved showing off the last time. This
yes,
was that window, which was hard to see at night, but the
I'm
two
out of
wolves.
stamina. I gotta go get some food, man.
Oh, here, would you like some cloudberries?
Oh, please.
Right
Would you
there.
throw them on the ground?
I guess.
I gotta go fetch.
Yeah. Yeah, they're right there. Look where the shiny is.
Well, I didn't see the shiny.
It's right here. See?
This is
Right
like
there.
what it is every day, guys. I mean, honestly.
Right here. You
Okay, I
missed it.
still don't. Oh, there they are.
It's in front of
Well,
me.
your flashlight's just, it's your
Oh
fault.
my gosh. I can
I'm
take it
gonna
off
blame it
now.
on you. Okay,
There we
well, that
go.
did nothing for me. Whatever.
Well, you're the one that wanted to do the idea of like eating like light items while we're building. So,
That's a good idea. Remember that,
uh-huh.
folks. Honey when you're in the building. When you're at the main base, honey berries. Trust me.
So, um, yeah, as you were mentioning, I do like incorporating some of the hearth and home stuff. So I incorporated the wolves over on this side that we couldn't see at night, but I've got the two wolves facing each other right
Yes. Let me go over there.
at the event where I've got the hot tub.
The two kissing wolves right there. I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah. And again, like you said, the hearth and home, is part of the Darkwood upgrade. It gives you
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah,
So
and
I agree
then
with you about the round logs, the core wood, but
yeah.
then again, you do have to have structure. You have to have structure integrity. And if
Well,
you
and I
go to your
liked
build
this
menu,
more.
you know, okay, show me.
Well, I was just saying I liked the core wood more up along um the framing
Uh-huh.
as opposed instead of the
To the regular
standard
wood.
wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this also holds up better under the weather, and I don't know, it just looks more textured. So, with that whole log home thing, well, yeah, it's all based on preference, I guess.
Yep. All right,
So,
let's continue on.
so then yeah, over on this side, so you can see I've continued to
Holy
carry on
smokes.
utilizing the wolves.
What do you got up there? You got a wolf hanging out there, huh?
Yeah,
His
yeah.
teeth. You got wolves over here. This is new. I haven't really seen this. I mean, you had it last night. I remember that, but
Yeah, I was pointing it out to you. Like Warren was very influential in helping me flare this out. So,
I don't know if I saw all these wolves.
well, yeah, have that.
Hey, you have them following like, rawr,
Well,
rawr,
exactly. You know.
rawr. Anyway, see, look, these are those textures you did down
Yeah,
below. I like them.
yeah. So instead of just your standard little flat shingled,
Hmm.
right? Which can be look pretty plain Jane. Yeah, adding texture. It makes it pop out. And it was the same thing, like me taking the roof that or the vent that you made for the hearth. I just made it my own.
Yeah. I really like the silver shield, the black metal shield, and you have the dragon egg up there.
Yeah.
And the dragon egg glows, right?
Yes, it does. It's another item that illuminates and everything I can utilize um for light and texture. As you can see, I will do that. So,
Ah, there's no doubt about that. I mean, as a bonus, I think we should run over to the beehive before we log out. Let's go to my
oh,
favorite spot here. My favorite spot is the big ass keg of mead. I love
right?
it. I tap it every single time I come here.
Yeah, you slap its bottom. I see it.
I
I
do.
know.
Except you took the table away with all the tankards. Okay, so let me get this right. You just went downstairs. Hold on a second. So you
Yeah.
have an upstairs house.
Yep.
You've got this really cool patio, which
Yep.
oversees this amazing archery range that, oh, I built. Yeah, that's right. So
That's
now
right.
you're going downstairs. And what's with
Yeah.
this? What's with this staircase? This is an interesting staircase. It's almost like Harry Potter. I could be like right here. Oh,
Yes, you can hide.
give me a yellow mushroom. They're all in front of you, man. Okay, I'm following you. So we go downstairs, and what do we got?
Well,
Oh
it's all
my God. Are you kidding me?
yes, it's a whole workroom. You know,
Holy shite.
some of this stuff is in here, like it's in here
What
to
do you got? You
increase
got a
the.
level 7 forge.
Mm-hmm.
Holy, yeah. And a level 5 workbench. So you're on par with the base.
That's right. But instead of me having to
Wow.
utilize stamina and run all the way over there.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, there's some things that are like a dead center here. I know that if I could like clip them into the wall, I would.
Yes.
But some of them don't like having that placement. That's one downside with this, is that I was stuck with having to try to place these in areas that they like, because they won't. I managed to get it clipped into a wall over on the one side,
Hmm.
and it took down the level. It went down to like a level 6 instead of a 7. So I actually had to put it where they want it to be. So
That's unfortunate. But the
yeah,
game's gonna
yeah.
give you what the game's gonna give you, right? So it
Well,
is what it is.
well, yeah, exactly, and that's why, like, as you can see above the tool shelf there, I started to create like a shelving system because I was going to try to put some of that up there, but yeah, it wouldn't let me. But it's been a learning process on all this. But yeah, this is a full working work area, bake room. So as you see, I've got the stone oven there, cauldrons, the iron hooks,
Yeah, that's the thing is like I mentioned that earlier. You have the iron hooks. You've got your upgraded cauldrons because you have the pans. You have the oven. You have the butcher block. I like this that you have the furnace in between. And yes, we're running mods, so we auto pull from chest. But needless to say, I thought that was good, and I understand you have to get your coal from above. You
I
know,
do, but it's not
which
too
is
bad
right. I was
because
gonna say, what is
my
that?
portal goes over to my other base that it's a work in progress, but
Oh, you got another
I've
base? Let's
I
go look.
it is a
Ha
real
ha
work in
ha!
progress.
I'm just joking with you. I'll come right back. Now we're getting close to our time anyway, so you know.
Well, yeah, and we still have like a couple other areas we want to look at, right?
Yeah, yeah. I want you to, I tend to talk a lot, right? So,
No.
please, I want to, whatever. I, the sarcasm and irony in your voice is so deadpan. It's for some reason I can't seem to close the gate. So, okay, following you.
Yeah, you wanted to check out
Oh, the
the
beehive. Yeah,
the beehive.
yeah. This beehive's pretty neat. So this is a work in progress here. So just look past
Yeah.
that. Same with that. Well, we ran through there. That's our tavern. Okay, we're at the beehive.
Yes. So if you come this way,
Yes, up the stairs.
we have bees in a
And are they
beehive.
happy? Let's
Every
see.
single one of them.
The bees are happy.
Oh
Boy,
yeah.
you and this, is that a ring pop?
Oh
I like
yeah.
that.
This is that stone golem trophy.
Yeah, it's funky, but it's
And it
cool.
lights up.
I,
Yeah.
I like it. I like that it's in the center, but this is what I like even better. I'm gonna just look up really quick, and you got that skylight up there. It's really cool. It's
Oh yeah.
really, really super cool. I mean, when you rotate around and look through it, you
Well,
know,
heck, if you like that, you'll like what's underneath the base
there's.
as well.
You mean there's more?
Why, yes. It's called layers.
You're right. You're about layers. You know, not
Yeah.
layers. Layers. You're not Batman, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. It looks like a stump.
Yeah,
Like
and
a
everything's
tree, whatever.
symmetrical and
hmm
purposeful
Yeah,
and
everything's even. The way that you laid the wood down and supported everything, and you have the bees out here. Just be a little
yeah,
favor
they're
here. Crash all
they're
that. Wake up, boys.
they're all happy.
It sure looks like it. Yeah, this is really neat. It's 4:18 in the game right now, so if we just wait a few more minutes, we can see this place at night. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
so we're in the
Yeah, that
middle of
won't take long.
moving all of our workstation stuff was in here, and it's now been moved to a subterranean lair. But more on that later. We're waiting for it to get dark.
Oh my god, I love your venting system.
Yeah, well,
That is
I
so
wonder who I got
amazing.
that from.
I don't
um,
know. They must be amazing.
so this is what I commented on last night when you built this. Is I like this view from over here. The way that the yellow goes up the stairs. It looks
Yeah.
really, really good. I mean, it's lit up so well. You
Well,
come over here,
it's like when you walk through
Grey
the
Dwarf.
the Lothlorien. Um oh, I'm sorry. It is really late, but Lord of the Rings. When you're walking through the Elven city and everything is got illuminated light.
hmm
That
Yeah, I mean,
that's
step
kind of
back
the
here.
inspiration.
It's just really cool.
Well, yeah, it's the
Really
same
cool.
kind of cool as like our lighthouses now.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You just did those. I wasn't thinking that you were going to show those off, but we could do that. Because that's a good call.
Well, I like when I walk through here as I'm building
Yeah.
and I can see,
Yes.
especially in this sunset. Look at that view, eh?
Yeah, it's beautiful. We should sit down and have a beer.
I'm totally cool with that.
I commented on it before. What I really liked about your lighthouses here is that they look like there's a hand, wrapping around it.
Yeah, that's what this one looks like for sure.
You know. Well, I downed my beer. I shotgunned it. How about you?
Meh. Oh, yeah, totally, totally.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And then this is the most recent one that was done today.
Okay.
That's this guy.
Yeah, this guy's really cool. This is um, the dragon lighthouse. And the reason why it's the dragon lighthouse,
Because we like
I'll
dragons.
show you right here. Looks like a freaking dragon. I gotta scroll out a little bit to show it. But it's got the dragon head. It's got the breast, the wings, out to the side. Really, really neat. Another thing is that Frigg didn't build the foundation with blocks or wood. She used the hoe and raised the ground and then trimmed it to make it look, at least somewhat symmetrical to the rest of the build. And that right there is something that we don't see in the videos that we watch to learn how to or to get ideas from. Um, and so again, another innovation and worthy of
Well,
some praise.
well, thank you. It's basically like really ultimately boils down to like stealing other people's ideas and making it your own. So
Hmm.
that's more or less what it is, and it's the whole point of showing this off is so other people can do it too, right?
Yep.
I mean, just see it and
It's not really
take
showing it
something and
off either. I used that word earlier. It's showcasing it. So yes,
showcasing.
you're
Yes.
absolutely correct. Let's go look at the other one. Provided I don't die. Jeez.
Yeah. Did you eat something?
No,
We
I
just
ate
did.
some fucking cloudberries.
You're so appreciative.
I know, I'm an asshole, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, you are.
So this one is, I like this. I mean, the other one, I gotta admit, I like the other one, a lot more, especially, the dragon aspect. But this one looks like there's a hand cradling fire.
Yeah.
And the way that that bonfire looks between the gaps in the wood, it just looks good. I mean, it looks textured. It looks like it belongs. You know, it's really, really super cool.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do in this game, eh? You know?
It is. I mean, I never. I mean, sure, I've raised the ground, but I never thought about raising the ground. I told you, I tried to make towers 3 times and demolished them. I spent hours on that stuff, man. And yeah, could never get them to really do what I wanted them to do. Now, I
Well, it'd
wasn't
be
making
different
these
with a
lighthouses
tower,
or anything, but still, when you look at what Marcus Bai did over in the plains, I
right?
mean,
Done
that's
great.
impressive stuff. I
Well,
built
and watching
boxes.
him go nuts in there, it kind of gave me inspiration to do the same thing. And so I've been like looking at, a lot of this different stuff on how, how to build. And, it's a lot of fun. Like,
Yeah.
well, like taking like a plain staircase and just making it fun.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I'm glad you made the staircase, and I love the texture of the handrails, but it's going to totally flow in. You know, we have this going on right here. We got the bathhouse down there. The walkway
Oh
is going
yeah.
to go over to the living area. We're going to have a blacksmith house. I think next up on your agenda is a bakery.
Yep, the bakery. Because right now I'm just in the middle of doing the tavern. I'm doing a bakery as well.
Hmm.
You know, so like just the tavern part. Like this was, as
Yeah, you got
you
to show
recall.
this off. This thing, again, I made the joke last night that I feel like I'm at a courtyard by Marriott, right? You know, I'm going to get a grape juice and check out at the end, but this is so purposeful. And I told you already, you got to lay a ground rule. You know, our players are just going to come and grab
I
because
know.
you have. Okay, I'm going to be quiet because I always uh,
No, go
I'm
ahead.
stealing your thunder, man.
I don't care.
Well, you have the chest back here, and the chests are full of the potions.
That's right.
So,
Or I've been building up
you
the
know,
mead bases that they can throw them into as they
yeah.
take. So it's a lot easier to grab from the chest back here than it is to
Hmm.
take off. But I mean, if we're in a rush and we need to like run through those doors to go collect our naked bodies from the winter biome or from, you know,
Right.
the swamp, we can just grab one and run. You know,
Hmm.
like it makes it easy that way. But yeah, it's OCD organized, as you could tell. So like,
Well,
I've got
no, show it off because like the explain the torches.
well, the I did the green torch for the poison and fire potions. That's what's in this box. And then I've did the blue torch for the health and tasty. So like mana. And then I did the yellow torch for the stamina and frost. You know, it just accentuates it.
Yeah, I mean it's just so purposeful and smart.
And because I have the majority of like, you know, so frost, I've, you know, hung that up on the wall, and the tasty one, I threw that up on the wall, and the fire, I threw that up on the wall. So
Hmm.
then you have an idea between which one is which, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but it coordinates. And then your idea was these saloon doors.
Yeah, I like those a lot. But you knew that.
Yeah.
You know.
No, as soon as you said them, like it's like no, that's great. I'll throw them in.
Yeah. And then this bar. I mean, all this is a work in progress, folks. So you know it's not finished. But
No,
this
this is, you
bar
know,
with the glass below, I mean, it's awesome, man. And I know you're gonna put something in there to make it glow.
oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know,
Nothing says Viking like track lighting.
ha ha ha, that's hilarious. So, hey Frig, let me ask you, is there anything else that you'd like to show the viewers
Ah,
while we're in here right now? Maybe take a few minutes and, or is there anything you'd like to say? You know, are you enjoying the game? Anything that they tips you
oh
can give
yeah.
them or anything like that?
Well,
Don't play
the
with your
one
friends.
would start playing the game, you'll have not much of a social life outside of, you know, your your gaming. So you don't have to worry about working on a tan, but you might want to work on staying hydrated and eating food. You know, that helps. And coffee, lots of caffeine.
Lots of
Caffeine is your
caffeine
friend. Yeah,
and alcohol,
and
just so you
naps.
know.
A lot of naps in between. So,
And good company too. I mean, I said don't play with your friends, but obviously play with your friends. You know,
yeah.
I mean that's how you do it. Okay,
Well, that's how you
well,
make friends.
why don't we beat the hell out of each other and get out of here? Huh?
Okay, sounds
Ooh,
good.
let's kick each other's butt, huh? Thanks, folks, for watching. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you.